So we got Jim Jones, Cam and Mase, and 50 Static on the board today. Um, it's interesting. It has all the potential in the world for a wild comedy. You know what I mean? But I don't know how funny this is really. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Where it was. I must admit it was funny when I saw 50 and 50 and Cameron interview where Cameron when Cameron brought up their old beef, pause, and the chess move 50 pulled off in having Jim Jones come to his interview, his show he had on BET or whatever. You know what I mean? That like we all was we all saw that was like this 50 is diabolical. We all saw that. We all felt that way. It was real dope to see them laugh about that era. I personally believe Cam started that beef. Just for record, just for the record, whether, 50 was having an interview, he was minding his business, having an interview, I believe, with Angie Martinez or something like that. And he was talking about Koch and this, that, and the third. And Cam called up there with this wild energy and all of that. So, that went the way it went. Left, should I say, that went. And, instantly they was at odds. Instantly and suddenly they were at odds. And before you know it, 50 does the scumbag. He does the scumbag of the millennium move, and he has Jim Jones come to his show. And they talked about that. They talked about it. They laughed about it. 50 was like, Jim, that this was his moment. Jim was having a moment in that, like he had the big record out, blah, blah, blah. He never had that whole, that season of dominance that most mainstream rappers get at some point. You know what I mean? Or I wouldn't even say mainstream rap. It's just levels to it, right? But he never had that where, it was all about him. And he saw opportunity, and he threw the hook in the water and looked and all of that. Sat back. A word? You want to? Word? He took the bait. That's the type of energy, and they all had a good laugh about it, right? I also watched, like, who was it? It was I don't know. I believe this was in response to Jimmy's response, because Jim's response was wild. He was all, just his energy. It wasn't aggressive. It was just wild, dismissive, and a bit disrespectful. Not a bit, and disrespectful. It was dismissive and disrespectful. Didn't seem aggressive, but those other two words, yeah. And he was, told niggas to. He was talking wild and all of that. And Cam and Mase responded. And I just watched somebody's video. I don't know who video it was. Maybe I could find it right quick without it. If it take too long or whatever, pause. And, you know what I'm saying. But I just watched somebody's video where they had some audio of I think it was video of Cam and Mase when they was talking about they beef. Like they be talking about they pause. They be talking about they smoke. Freely. It's not like it's an elephant in the room with them. You know what I mean? It's like they talk about it regularly, but what was it? They was referring to when Cam put out. They was just joking in this clip. They're joking about when Mase put out the Oracle on Cam. They having a whole conversation about the. Yeah, I mean, you heard like what made you? What was they saying? They were saying something about waiting. It's cool when you waited because you wait. So sometimes it's cool to wait to respond because when you waited to respond with the Oracle, that was crazy. And Mase was like, yeah, I had to wait till you ran out of ammunition and all that. Them niggas laughed hard. Pause, right? And it was a beautiful moment, right? You know, it's funny. It's good when you can get past these type of things. You understand what I'm saying? Then oh yeah, 50 Cent reacted to Jim Jones too. You know what I mean? He's alluding to all kind of unsavory activities, excuse me, unsavory activities linking to the whole 6ix9ine situation. And it's just, you know, I would rather, to me, the more important part of this vlog is Jimmy and Mase. Cause as entertaining as the whole thing has the potential to be when you add, could I say Jimmy and Mase? No, not Jimmy and Mase. Jimmy and Cam. As interesting as this whole thing has the potential of being, because, you know, Cam is funny, 50 funny, Mase funny, and Jim doesn't care. And you know what I'm saying? He's I wouldn't say Jim got the comedy bone, pause, but he is disrespectful. And you know, it could be very interesting for the internets, but I don't like it. I don't like it. And I know all of y'all crash out I don't know, crash test dummies want to see the crash out all of the time. And here's the thing, I don't think that this is something that will go sour, right? Meaning, I mean, not to say that it can't, because you know these are grown men, and when dealing with men, the threat of violence is almost always present, right? But I don't think that's where to go. I just think that on some rip, I speak from experience, bro. A few days ago, I was having a moment, right? I was in Arizona. By the way, I'm not there anymore. It's in Arizona, and I had a Sean P moment. And it made me, you know how Google send you these reminders of all, you know what I'm saying, the pictures from 10 years ago today and all of that. Nobody asked for. I can't front on it though. It's useful sometimes. But it sent me into a moment, and it made me think about all of the dudes out here beefing with somebody that they love. Pause. Somebody that they know really underneath all of this, they love them. You know, most of you niggas don't know that the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is indifference. You know, hate is actually way closer to love than most of us would like to admit. You know what I mean? And I just feel like Dipset ain't got bit by the bug yet. Dipset ain't a part of the fraternity yet, as far as I know. This fraternity that I'm a part of, you know, this fraternity that Bun B is a part of, this fraternity that Prodigy is part of. I mean, Havoc is a part of. Rest in peace, Prodigy. This fraternity that Dr. Dre is a part of. You know, Jizza is a part of. Whoever the closest nigga to ODB and Wu-Tang was. You know what I'm saying? The family as a whole, Boot Camp, D12, Outlaws. What do all of these groups have in common? Has anyone guessed at this point? We all have lost one of our brothers, one of our members. Very important member, very substantial member, not to lessen the importance of any human being. But I'm talking about too the formula of very important to the formula of what niggas did. You know what I mean? That's a fraternity none of y'all want to be a part of. You don't. Trust me. I don't care what you say today. If you still got love for that brother today, I mean any love. If you still hate him right now, you probably still love him. If y'all brothers hate each other, y'all right down the block from love. Cause it don't. After all of them years, Cam and Mase was beefing. For them to be together with the chemistry they got right now is phenomenal. Getting money, niggas can do that. B, that's out there for niggas. You know what else is out there for niggas? The fraternity. This ain't this ain't your fraternity like whatever you joined in college. Nah, this one different. The cost of the membership is way too high, buddy. I don't care what you say today, you're not gonna like how that feel. You know what I mean? Question. You say you don't. How many? It's a lot of people with this type of energy. Like, well, I don't rock with the nigga, but I wouldn't let nothing happen to him. If that's you're bugging right now. Y'all should be getting money together. You know what I mean? Unless niggas is untrustworthy. Like, don't think it ain't don't think I don't have a brother or two that I still consider my brother that I don't rock with. But I'm not gonna be out here dissing them. The door is the door is open to have a conversation if somebody want to talk about something. You understand what I'm saying? But you really have to make a decision in these situations of whether or not you okay with going to their funeral or not without ever having settled this. Because a nigga will wake up not woke from a heart attack right out the blue. I'm just saying, B. Hate to come on here preaching all of that. Pause protesters, get your ass out of here. Rest of y'all, welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your tour guide, your host, your landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I'm out the damn floor with you if you don't follow the rules. The rules are, you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Try to be a taxpaying citizen of the nation and leave us a super thanks or Cash App. Cash App tag will be in the description along with the Bandcamp link, which the Bandcamp is there for all of y'all who would rather hear me rap than to hear me yap. You understand what I'm saying? Don't complain about it. Just click the link. Rock, you talk too much. Click the link. Or copy and paste it or something. You know what I'm saying? At the other end of that link is all of my mixtapes. Well, most of them, except the first two, which I will never, ever make available again. If you got it, you lucky. If you got them, you lucky. So yeah, the mixtapes are there from Slang and Rock all the way, Slang Rock Volume 2, all the way back to Shell Shock. And I got music out there on all digital streaming platforms too. The Rock and Rusty album is not called the Rock and Rusty album. It's called Crownsville. You know what I mean? Crownsville, we got 3 videos out there. Sean lives on Crownsville song video entitled title cut. I mean, what you call strength with the whole boot camp on it. Speaking of the whole boot camp, I got a song called BCC without the whole boot camp on it, but it's called BCC. It's a video out there. Go run those numbers up. But dopest of all, in my opinion. Well, I don't want to say the dopest. You be the decision. But most recent, most current, is my Winner Circle video. It's a dope, it's motivational music, right? Go check that out. Run those numbers up. Yeah, now that that's out the way, I think I said everything I need to say. As far as 50 Cent, you know, I mean 50 Cent is a professional, so I mean I think we could get funny shit out of him and pause out of him and Jim Jones out of any situation without it actually going crazy, because I think as a community we have all for the most part just accepted that 50 is going to do 50 things. You know what I mean? But in regards to Jim Jones and Cam and Mase, well, really Jim Jones and Cam, y'all was brothers, B. And if it's, you know, if it ain't like that, don't, yeah, if it ain't like that, don't treat it like that, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all will live, one of y'all will live to regret it. You know what I mean? If you made it to the end of this video, let me get 4 peace signs. Rock on, rock on.